Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how you can use Pro Mode in camera on Samsung Galaxy S25. So, after opening the camera app, we can tap on More in order to find two Pro modes. We have the Pro for photos and Pro for video recording. So, let's start with the photo mode because they are pretty much similar, but essentially we have a bunch of different parameters that we can use in order to create and capture a perfect photo. So, in order to learn more about these parameters, we can tap. Let's start, for example, with ISO. So in this case, we can tap this I letter in order to read the description of what is the functionality. So in this case, ISO sets the camera's sensitivity to light, and we can use a low ISO in bright environments to reduce the graininess, and in low light, use a higher ISO to increase brightness. And setting the ISO too high can cause graininess. So, of course, we can use manual ISO and we can also switch to auto. So if you choose to use manual, then of course we have the slider. We can move left and right, and we can tap on manual in order to switch to auto, so that the device will determine the perfect ISO by itself. We also have speed, which is the shutter speed, which controls how long the shutter stays open. Use low values to capture moving subjects without blurring, and use high values to brighten low light pictures or intentionally show motion blur. And this is the same case as before. We can move left and right in order to manually adjust the shutter speed and tap on manual text in order to switch to auto. We have EV, which is manual only, and this is the exposure. So exposure controls how bright your pictures are. Higher values are brighter, but setting the EV too high can make pictures look faded. Then we have focus, which can be center, multi, and manual. And in this case, we can use autofocus to quickly adjust to any scene or subject, even if they move. Manual focus gives us the precise control over what is in focus. All right, and then we also have the white balance, which is like the how colors appear. So we can make colors look natural in any light. Higher values make colors warmer and more orange, whereas lower values make colors cooler and bluer. So these are all essential parameters that we can use. Of course, we can also tap on the screen in order to lock the focus and exposure. So we have the AF for focus and AE for the exposure. You can also separate these two by dragging out the circle anywhere, and as you can see, we can set the focus elsewhere than the exposure. We can also switch lenses. At the bottom we have ultra wide, wide, and telephoto, and for each of them we also have a description, so we can find this eye icon on the left side if you need to learn more about them. Tap on these four dots in order to find even more options. For example, over here we can adjust the contrast, highlights, shadows, saturation, and tint. Besides that, we have the matrix. We have matrix metering, we have center weighted metering, and spot metering. And we also have the exposure monitor, so we can look at how the exposure looks with the zebra pattern or false color. And I think that is pretty much it in terms of these parameters. Now we can also go to Pro Video, of course, in order to find similar options. So here we can also adjust the ISO, the shutter speed, and so on and so forth. In this case, we only have white lenses. But this is mainly due to the resolution that we use. So if we switch the resolution to 4K, we should have more options over here, as you can see. And that is essentially it. This is the essentials of the Pro mode. Besides that, we also have the Expert mode, which is like an additional or extended Pro mode, which allows you to, as you can see, find even more different options. We can capture photos with 24-50 megapixels as well. And here we can tap on this switch in order to, for example, take a photo for the night sky or night long exposure photos. So that is all. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next videos. Bye.